When the market changes, it doesn't mean real estate goes away. It just means the conversation changes. So we need to have different conversations. If you already have a relationship with your database, then you're just changing the things you're talking about. It doesn't mean that they're not doing business. So that's a huge advantage as we go through these market shifts. We just need to discuss different things. Number one is SOI. Number two, vacant homes. Now, vacant homes, why would vacant homes be a huge advantage? Well, vacant homes are going to be great because there's obviously a need, right? Now, it doesn't mean that people absolutely need to sell that home, but they do need to put someone in it. There needs to be life in that home. Very rarely is there an advantage of keeping a vacant home empty or vacant. They're either going to rent that out, or they're going to put a family member in there, or they're going to sell it or lease option it, or something like that. Some sort of a transaction needs to happen. So there's two different ways that I like to find vacant homes, what I like to call bird dogging. So bird dogging, meaning my agents drive around and they look for homes. They track them down themselves. So I did a test in this and just tried it out when we built this funnel. And I drove around. So this was probably 6 months ago. And I went in a neighborhood that was a little bit under the median home price. Our median home price here, well, now is like $500,000. These homes were probably like $350,000. A lot of these homes needed some work. They were in rougher neighborhoods. They needed some attention. But within 45 minutes, I found three. I had three homes that were vacant, clearly vacant. The lawn was, up to your knee or higher. And you could see in the home, there was nobody in there. I just did this test again, maybe a week ago, just for this webinar. And I did it in a more affluent neighborhood, a higher end neighborhood. And within 45 minutes, I found six. So there were actually more vacant homes in the affluent neighborhood than there were in the neighborhood that was a little bit under the median home price. Now, I don't know why that happened. I don't know if there's a meaning behind that one way or another, but I do know that either time that I went out, I found multiple homes within 45 minutes of driving around. It was not a big deal. It didn't hurt me to do. Then you have to be able to track down their contact info. And you have to be able to reach out to them and have a process to do that. You can build your own funnel. You don't need my funnel. You can build your own. You can figure out, what should I say to these people when I talk to them? What should I send them in the mail? Or, what kind of text or email should I put together? What information would they need? What would somebody with a vacant home need to know? And how can I help? The second vacant home, and it might not be vacant, but most of the time they are, is for rent by owner. For rent by owner. So again, this home most of the time is vacant, or it's going to be vacant. Now, why is this one a really great one to start with? Because we already have their contact info. They're asking us to reach out to them. They need to rent the home out. So they're maybe not asking us to reach out, but they're welcoming phone calls. That's another great one. And for rent by owner, what I've found is a lot of times they're renting the home not because they want to be landlords or they want to rent. They don't have these big dreams or aspirations of owning a bunch of rental properties. Some of them do, but a lot of times it's just to solve a problem. They've got a mortgage that needs to be paid. So it might be that easy for us to have a conversation and say, actually, with the right marketing plan, we can get your property sold. There are less homes selling. There are less people in the market. There's even less inventory than there are buyers, which still makes it a seller's market. So there's still an opportunity there.